So, I want to make sure you have my audio first before I start responding to you.
Fort Bend County Sheriff Troy Nails. I'd like to take a few moments and talk to you about a trend we're seeing in Fort Bend County. It's called Robocough.
Oh, you just sold it. You made it look fucking badass as fuck.
It's a legal substance, but it's very dangerous to the families of Fort Bend County. We've had two families here in Fort Bend County that have been personally affected by this drug, and they're going to share with you.
He just seems like so unconvinced by whatever it is that he's trying to convince you as he's trying to convince you of it.
Their scary experience.
We're here today in the hopes that we can educate our neighbors and
But you certainly won't educate them like I would, right?
the surrounding areas about a new trend that seems to be popping up. We're the average middle class family. We're good Christian church going family. We're very close to our kids, but something happened to us that could have turned out a whole lot worse than it did. Thank goodness. One night, my son invited some friends over to have a video game fest.
We were just planning on sitting down, watching movies, playing video games, doing whatever, and just chilling out, having fun, having a good time, laughing with each other. We didn't really expect to end up in the hospital or have to go through all of these events and be scared the entire time, not know what's going on, not remember anything.
Probably because you already knew ahead of time that you didn't know what to expect. What do you expect if you don't know what to expect?
I'm Josh Dale with the Fort Bend County Narcotics Task Force. We've learned of a new product that's being abused. It's an over-the-counter medication containing DXM. DXM is also the active ingredient in Robitussin and other cough suppressants that are purchased over the counter. This particular product is a highly concentrated dose of that active ingredient, and when consumed for recreational purposes or abused, it's causing adverse reactions in the people consuming them.
And you're just gonna call it adverse reactions. You're not gonna get specific. You're not gonna tell us all who died, are you? In fact, that would be very important information for us to have, if you have that information at all. And if you do, why aren't you telling us this?
We're asking everybody to not only be very careful with all over-the-counter medications, but specifically this product that's being marketed as a powerful cough suppressant, to do not consume and do not abuse, most importantly, because these high doses of DXM can be harmful.
Because that's how you prevent abuse / use of a chemical. You tell them, it causes abuse. Like, don't people know every single time they're taking a product like this, it's because they're using it for tripping. For them to act like they don't know what they're getting into when they use these products, or have some stumble across like I didn't know what I was doing at the time. Yeah, you did. What do you expect? You knew what to expect. Come on.
So when I got on the phone with Poison Control, I told them what they had taken. The actual name is dextromethorphan, and I explained to them that they had taken 2 bottles each, which was a total of 900 milligrams. We did not know that they had taken pills of quercetin at that time. And the guy at Poison Control said, "You need to hang up with me and call 911 and have them transported." We live a little far out of town. We decided at that moment that it would take EMS probably 20-25 minutes to get to our house, that we were going to load the boys.
I will say about chlorpheniramine, if you're even trying to be specific and educational, has led to numerous cases of people developing epilepsy, because that's a part of the product that is not supposed to be in the mix. You can't base what DXM does just because of what something else does that's not DXM.
Up and go. When I looked at my son, he has brown eyes, and I couldn't even see the brown in his eyes. They were solid black. I'm a nurse in an ICU, and I did not know what DXM was. I deal with narcotics and medication, and I know street names of medication and drugs. And
she did not know that a DXM may release some of the pleasure chemicals that make us feel high, which is the reason why we used it in the first place.
I have never heard the term DXM.
I fucking love it.
Later, they got to the hospital. Their heart rates were sitting at 150 beats a minute. These are two 16-year-old boys. Their blood pressures were through the roof. They were sitting at about...
Yeah, but DXM doesn't cause that effect every single time it's taken, right? It depends on the dosage and how it's being taken. Doesn't that just go for anything in general that's dangerous? Like, you just need to know what's dangerous to you, right? Isn't that something you should know?
150 to 160, over 100 with their blood pressure. The boys were very ill. They were both running fever. If their friend had not come over late, if the third friend had not come over late, I don't think that we would have had any reason to check on them. I don't know what would have happened had we not found them.
What? They would have fucking died from 900 milligrams of DXM? Are we even going to try to claim that 900 milligrams of DXM is lethal? Like, that's an actual lethal dosage. Like, that can actually cause people to die. Just that dosage. 900 milligrams. That's, like... y'all just... I swear. It's like, y'all just don't want to have a fun time. Because you're looking for something to complain about. Something to blame. Just so you can get involved in your child's life. I don't even know if it was anyone's children. I'm just saying, these people, like, they just seem so responsible for somebody else wanting to use a substance. Like, they should just be pre-programmed to deny people any sort of euphoria that they would experience or good benefits that they would get from whatever substances that they're using.
At that moment, and had taken them to the hospital. The boys were...
recording myself for a podcast.
You're recording yourself?
Yeah, because I'm doing a response to the... It's a PSA, yeah.
Were there at the hospital for 12 hours. In the ICU, they gave 16-year-old boys 4 liters of normal saline. They gave them Ativan to prevent seizures.
Did they at least play any good music? Did they?
They straight capped them. The boys didn't even move. They couldn't urinate for hours by themselves.
Keep in mind, this is all from taking one Robocough. It happens to me every fucking time. Without a doubt.
It was really scary.
Who are you talking to?
The recording of myself. It's just, I'm responding to a video.
Is there a woman on the end?
It's a video.
Okay.
It's a video. It's on YouTube.
But then we started looking on the internet how they got this stuff. They bought it through Amazon.
I fucking didn't.
We went to their website, and these people are in Katy, Texas, and La Centera, which is right across the street from Cinco Ranch High School and all the schools there.
Now some
Which is really disturbing that they're actually in our city.
I did have
have seizures and my heart rate was really high, and it was a really scary experience. And so, never gonna do it again. I don't think anyone else should do it either.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I want to read.
Yeah, because you fucking make sure, like, when you're gonna use a substance, you do it the wrong way and then never try to do it the right way.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm doing a response to a video on YouTube.